to the Texas Southern, Prairie View, A&M Prescott. Oh boy, this is going to be a good one this year. I'm not quite sure about whether or not you want me to read all the facts behind this, but I'm going to do it anyway because Ryan McGinty was nice enough to send me something that gives me a clear-cut idea of what we're facing today. So good afternoon to everyone. Let's get fired up about this game. The Labor Day Classic is Saturday. So there's some people I need to first recognize before we get started. Earl Johnson of the Houston Touchdown Club, Leash Pete, Prairie View A&M University, the athletic directors, Anton Goff, and I understand this is your first day on the job. Congratulations, sir. Clap for this guy. The other athletic director in the room is Texas Southern's Kevin Granger, who was on the show with me this morning. Thank you, sir, for getting up at 6:45 and joining me. We appreciate that. That's coming your way, sir. The head coach is Bubba McDowell. He does it all the time at Prairie View A&M, and so does Clarence McKinney of Texas Southern. They do it all the time. SIDs of both schools, as I mentioned before. Latanya Thurston of Prairie View A&M. If you have any questions, you need to talk with either one of these people up here. You can talk to her from Prairie View. Also, Ryan McGinty of Texas Southern. Both do a tremendous job. And a big thank you to Shell Energy Stadium for hosting this event. Just want to lay out some facts for you, and then we're going to give the mic over to the ADs and coaches, and hopefully they will have a little something to say to each other, about each other. Here's the first fact I'm going to lay out for you. Prairie View A&M has won 14 of the last 17 Labor Day Classic contests since 2004. I'll let that sink in for a second. Overall, Prairie View has won 16 of the past 19 contests since 2004. I don't know about Coach McKinney, but I'm pretty sure he's thinking we really need a win against this team. And you sit right next to your opponent. The Labor Day Classic has rotated between both schools since it became a home and home affair in 2011. Since 1985, the game has been played at Del Mar Stadium, Robertson Stadium, the Astrodome, NRG Stadium, Rice Stadium, Panther Stadium, and now Shell Energy Stadium. So that's huge. You have a home now that you can be assured of. Texas Southern finished the 2022 season with its best record in 8 seasons and best conference finish since 2000. The Tigers were 1 game short of earning a SWAC conference berth. 6 Tigers, earned 2023 preseason All-SWAC honors, which marks the first most at TSU in more than a decade and marks the 2nd straight season. Head coach Clarence McKinney has had 4 more preseason selections. Named to the team: wide receiver Derek Ward and Andrew Body, quarterback; Ja'Cory Howard, offensive lineman Manny Torrance, defensive end Michael Akins, and kick returner Shavazia Lewis. So with that, you have that background. And I know that you don't have as much background. I may be surprised. You may surprise me on the background, but I'm sure that you'll get some help from Coach Bubba McDowell there. So without further ado, I'm going to see just how much flavor these gentlemen are going to bring to the court. So first of all, we need to have remarks from Mr. Anton Goff. Again, the very brand new Prairie View A&M Athletic Director's first day today. I hand you the mic, sir. Come on up.
Thank you, sir. First of all, I want to thank everybody for coming out here today. I am exactly 4 hours and 10 minutes on the job, right? So for me to come here today, I'm really excited. I love a rivalry, right? First and foremost, I've been at a lot of schools and I've been involved with a lot of rivalries, and I hear this one ranks up with the best of them. And one thing I know about a rivalry is that emotions are involved and respect is involved, right? You don't have a rivalry unless you have an utmost respect because you want to beat the other team that badly, right? And so I've had an opportunity, like I said, 1 day on the job, but when I did come for my press conference, I had a chance to sit down with Coach McDowell, had an opportunity to talk to the players. I had an opportunity to walk in their locker room and talk to them and talk to them about this game, right? I'm all about winning. And so, much respect to you, but I'm all about winning, right? And so I know our guys are fired up. I came in early today, worked out, went on the field and dapped everybody up and, went through the locker room like, hey, it's game week, right? And so everybody's fired up and I know our guys are gonna be ready for this game. And I'm excited not to just be a part of this tradition of 38 years, but to also be a part of the pageantry, the events that lead up to it. Obviously this event, I've got another event Wednesday, I've got an event Friday, so this is something that's special, right? You don't have a lot of events outside of the game unless the game is special. So to be a part of this and be a part of this for the very first time, I'm gonna take it all in and looking forward to keeping that trophy there, right there that we brought in and take it back home with us. So, thank you.
Tell you what, you came to talk respect, didn't you? Dr. Granger, one of the greatest basketball players that ever graced the court at Texas Southern University. You got a little smack talking to do yourself. You're kind of quiet about it.
I think I know a little bit about competition.
Come on up here. Come on up here. I think you do, especially since you're from School, Mississippi. I'm fairly sure about that. So, Mr. Goff kind of laid it out for you. Is it Dr. Goff? Was it Mr. Goff laid it out for you? So there you go.
All right. Good afternoon, everyone. First of all, I'd like to thank everyone for coming out and attending this press conference. This press conference is always special for both institutions, both programs, but it symbolizes the kickoff of football. It's football time, ladies and gentlemen. Are you ready for some football? Let's get it going. And what better way to kick off than going against, obviously, your rival? We have a lot of respect for Prairie View A&M. I will be having a meeting with Ryan McGinty as soon as this event is over, because you said Ryan supplied you with all that information, right? Okay, I need to make sure Ryan is still on Texas Southern staff after this. He should have kept some things to ourselves. He should have gave you all the information. No, but in all seriousness, I think we feel good about where we at as a program. I think if you look at our football team over the improvements they have made over the last couple of years, I think we're prepared. Coach is quiet, so Coach ain't gonna get up in and do a lot of hoopla, but he's ready, he's prepared. He stood up the other day. We had an event at the Maroon and Gray. That's the first time I've ever seen Coach get up when I was speaking. Coach got up and said, all right, we ready. That's the most emotional coach I've shown since he's been here. So I know that led me to get up and talk a little more. But I was confident then. Coach been sitting down on it for 4 years. 5th year, Coach then rose up. That means we got a team, you all. So it's gonna show Saturday. We're excited, we're encouraged. We want this event to be special. We want everyone to come out and attend. Everybody in the Houston surrounding areas, at Prairie View, A&M, everywhere. Just come out, buy your tickets, support this event. It's two outstanding universities going head to head. Two rivalry universities going head to head. Two universities that both of us had the opportunity to compete for the championship. I mean, both games, came down to the final game. So both of us are striving to be in that championship game. I've always said, I think all the championships should come down our way. Should be in Texas. It should come through Texas. I don't want Prairie View to win more than us, but I think they should, all the championships, Coach Goff, AD Goff should be here. Now, let me welcome AD Goff as well. Anytime you're new to the conference, you gotta act like you knew. You gotta get up here and just don't wake up a sleeping giant. Don't wake up a valley. Hey, Goff, I was gonna sit over there and just be quiet and welcome everybody, tell everybody thanks for coming and all that. I got so much competitiveness now. So it's your first night. We ain't going there. We ain't going there yet. When Coach McKinney tapped me on the shoulder, he said, just be cool today. So I'm gonna be cool. No, I'm just poking fun. But we're excited about it. Thank the fans, the media. Thank Shell Energy Stadium for hosting us. Thank the show. I see Dr. Cavell and his crew is back there doing the show live. So thank everyone. Everyone, please go out and buy your tickets. Support this event. We look forward to seeing you all. Go Tigers.
Yeah, you got it fired up, Mr. Goff, I will tell you, because he really came out of the chute on that one. But I also want to say, Ryan, you see how I did that? I wanted to make sure that you got the credit for the facts that were actually extended, to the public here today. I want to make sure you got the credit, so I don't have to hear it from the AD a little bit later. So it all works out. Okay, that was fun. Okay, but now, we got to get on the field. And these guys, we know that TSU AD, we know AD Granger can put 40 on you when he gets mad. We know that. But now it comes down to the two guys, one of them who I helped raise, and the other one who I helped to mentor, I think. So we're talking about Bubba McDowell, former Houston Oiler, and you guys know how hard he hit on the field. I used to watch those games from the press box, and then I'd go down and interview him for a long time to make sure his mind was right. So I'm sure that he imparts that same thing to his players, but then he's got to deal with Clarence McKinney on Saturday. So without further ado, number 25, no longer. He is now the head coach of the Prairie View A&M Panthers. He is Bubba McDowell. We want you standing up. He's finally going to do a longer than 3-minute interview.
Thank you guys for coming out, man. It's an exciting year. Again, I'm just kind of starting off a little bit about where we are as a team. It was pretty hot this year, but the players are, persevered through it, through the hot heat and all that. And we went out last year, this past season, and put some players in place to take care of the ones that we lost. And we're gonna be pretty good going out there this year. Right now, I know a lot of people are putting us, fifth, and the players are hearing it. And as I told them this year, as they look, guys, don't worry about all the ratings. We just got to go out and continue to play Prairie View football. We're getting ready to go up against a good team, and you guys know how well they play. Again, as Dr. Granger said, both of us were like one game away from last year from playing in the SWAC championship. Again, we just gotta come out and just continue to give TSU much respect that they deserve, and vice versa. So we're ready to go. We're tired of hitting on one another, and so it's coming up to this year where this week where we get able to go out and get ready to go in and hit against someone else differently.
I'm not going to let you get away like that. No, you should know better. So before I have my questions, I'm sure that some of the media members or maybe even the audience may have a question. We're only going to limit it to 3 because we don't want to be here all day. So I'm sure Ralph Cooper, who got here late, he should have a first question. He's back in the back. Nothing goes on with that. Wait. We got to give you a mic. So you don't have to shout. Sir, he's right there.
Where's the mic at?
See the gentleman there?
First of all, you won this game 8 times in a row, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay, and how many people are presently on your football team?
How many people?
Yeah, how many players do you have right now?
We're at 102.
102, and how many are you bringing to Houston with you?
70.
70, okay. Good enough.
Did you say hi to New AD?
What? Yeah, no, I didn't.
You didn't?
I heard him though.
Okay, you did.
Welcome to Houston. We got another welcoming for you later on, okay?
Anyone else?
Thank you, Hollywood.
Name, sir?
Chancellor Johnson, KPRC. How much pride do you take in the fact that you guys have had so much success against TSU leading up to this game?
It's a lot of pride. Again, you can't take that away. Again, that pride goes a long way. Preparing for the upcoming game, upcoming season, and for kids to know that, that's something to build off on. But again, they also know that every year is different. So we got to go out and be better than we were last year. Like I say, one game away from playing this SWAC championship against TSU. TSU, should I say, and we was one game away. Again, we know what kind of team that they are. We know what kind of coach that they have over there. We know what kind of coaching staff he has over there. they're gonna be pretty dang good. You know, we just gotta go out and again, as a group, as a coaching staff, and take that challenge. You know, hopefully we'll come out with a victorious win, with a win.
Kenyatta Cavill, Dr. Cavill's inside the HBCU Sports Lab. Going back in terms of the history, I think this is the biggest game, maybe since 2009, 2010 season when both teams came back off of championships.
Yeah.
So with teams being this close, both teams want to get over the hill, if you would, to get a championship and bring it back to Texas.
Yes.
What can people expect in terms of your team, particularly from the offensive side of the ball?
Again, we're gonna run the ball, we're gonna throw the ball, and that's what we do. Again, we put in several different formation systems, you know. Then now it's about us going out and executing against a good defensive team. And vice versa, we gotta be able to stop a good offensive team in Texas Southern with our defense. Again, these guys have been ready to go, they've been running around, you know, like wild dogs out there, you know, ready to go, ready to hit somebody else, and you know, and it was good to see them come together, more importantly, as a team. This is by far the first time since I've been here that these guys, as a group, as a whole, have played together throughout the whole training camp. You know, again, you get a lot of fighting and fussing against one another because you're steady seeing each other and you're hitting against one another. But these guys have come together as a unit, and hopefully we can put that together come Saturday and come out with a victory.
Charles Bishop inside the HBCU Sports Lab, right back here, Coach. You guys have added some intriguing pieces to the offensive side of the ball. You already come into this season, you were the #1 rushing team in conference last year, but you add Caleb Johnson, who was a 2,000-yard rusher during his time at Mississippi Valley State, and also Brian Jenkins, who was an all-SWAC performer previously at Alabama A&M. But talk about the dimension that they add to this offense.
Veteran guys coming in, teaching these young guys that we have already how to do things the right way, how to make plays on a consistent basis. And that's what we're trying to get to more as a unit, as a whole. And that's from offense to defense to our special teams. And anytime you're going to have guys like those guys come in and consistently do things well in practice, it shows the young guys, hey, you know what, we got to step our game up. And those two young men have came in and helped us out tremendously, and we're looking forward to some great things with both of them this year.
I have one more. Do you wish you would feel?
I do. That ain't ever gonna change. I'm a football athlete, you know, coach, mentor, but yeah, that football field is a little different.
You waited his turn to become a head coach. Proud of you. Thank you.
Thank you.
University of Houston, Yates, University of Houston, Texas A&M, Arizona, Texas Southern University. I think he knows what I'm talking about.
Bro.
Clarence McKinney, come on up here. Now you talk about having to needle the guy for an interview. He is such a humble guy. You are that, but you're a good man.
I appreciate it.
The mic is yours. Don't be good right now.
Where should I start? Thank you all for coming to the press conference. Looking forward to this game, looking forward to this season. We have a tremendous amount of respect for Coach McDowell and his staff. We know that they're going to be prepared. It's going to be an exciting game. You're talking about two of the elite programs in the SWAC. Like it's been stated earlier, both teams one win away from an opportunity to represent the West. This game is extremely important. You know, we know that the winner of this game can come out on top. You can start by basically putting yourself 2 games ahead of the loser. And so this is, we feel like the best team we've had in the last few years. A couple years ago, we played about 40 or 50 freshmen. We've grown and developed those guys, and now they're juniors and some seniors, and guys are excited about this opportunity to finally end the streak. All good things come to an end, just like all bad things. We're hoping that this is the year that happens. So, the other thing about it is, in my opinion, you know, I was a kid coming to this game when it was in Astrodome, and there's no reason for this game not to be sold out. You know, these kids on both sides of the ball work extremely hard to represent the university. and they deserve to be honored by people showing up in the stands. So if you got people out there, bring 2, bring 3 people, and let's show up and support both sides of the ball. And it's going to be a great game, going to be a lot of fun, balls flying around, a lot of hitting, and just like football should be. Thank you.
Don't go anywhere before you go. Questions from the media or from people who are sitting in the audience. I believe this gentleman held his hand up first.
Coach Zach Tawatari with KHU11. You mentioned the fact that this game could have such an impact in the standings later in the year. Is that something you communicate to your team this early going into it, or is it not?
We just take it one game at a time. So I don't mention what could happen if we come out on top or if we come out on bottom of this game. It's just the most important game of the year right now. So as we saw last year, no matter what happens in this game, if you continue to play hard, you continue to put wins together, you can put yourself in position to play for the championship at the end.
Come on.
Coach, I'll ask you the question, the $1 million question right now. Andrew Body, could you give us an update?
Andrew Body will be the starter Saturday, 7 p.m.
Kenyatta Cavill, Dr. Bills, inside the HBCU Sports Lab. Same type of question, but from the defensive side of the ball. Changes, coordinators. Obviously, people are excited about what can take place on the offensive side of the ball under Andrew Body. But what about the defense? What can we expect from the defensive side?
Definitely made a change at the coordinator position, brought in Coach Todd, who was previously the defense coordinator at Grambling State for some years. And his defense in the past have always been some of the best defenses in our league. And he understands that in order for us to be as good as we need to stop the run. We were one of the top teams in the country last year versus the past, but the game's won in the trenches. And we went out and recruited some guys to help shore up our defensive line, our front seven, and the focus will be to stop the run. So that's a little nugget we'll give Coach.
Coach Charles Bishop, inside the HBCU Sports Lab, and come back to ask some question about Andrew Body, one of the more dynamic players in this conference. But he's 5-2 when he throws for 2 more touchdowns. Is there an outlook in terms of how to manage his production this season?
Yeah, we don't look at stats like that in particular. It's just a matter of, from an offensive standpoint, we see the defense as far as they can't cover everything. So whatever the defense is giving us, whether that's the run or the pass, we try and take advantage of it. We don't look at the stats and say he's thrown this many touchdowns when we win or vice versa. So, but that's a great stat to know.
Chancellor Johnson, KPRC, the numbers and the record as of lately is what it is against PV, but for you, what gives you the confidence that this year there'll be a difference in the final score?
I just feel like we've developed the team the way it should be developed. We went out and recruited some really good high school players from winning programs. Those guys are used to winning. They don't like the taste of losing, and they've worked extremely hard. They've pushed each other. And the goal is to win the SWAC, and it has to start with the first SWAC game.
Raymond Hawley, HBCUSports.com and inside the HBCU Sports Lab. You mentioned that 3 years you had 30, 40 freshmen. Has that helped in your depth for this upcoming season?
Definitely. It gives us a group of guys that have been in the program and understand what's been asked of them from a multiple year standpoint. So they have that wisdom, they have that understanding, that they know what the coaches are asking and what the coaches are expecting them to do. So when you have a guy who's the starter and he goes down, and you can put a guy out there who's been in the program, you feel a lot more better about putting that certain player in the game.
Hey, Coach, Joe Gleason, ABC 13. Can you talk a little bit about Darius Owens and just kind of what he's meant to your program, and as an older guy, he's probably a leader too as well.
Yeah, Darius Owens is one of the first guys I recruited out of Manville High School. He's a 4-year starter for us. He's one of our leaders. He comes to work every day. You know, he doesn't ask questions. He just goes to work and he pushes his younger teammates. We're excited about him going out on top as a senior. So he's one of our leaders. Thank you.
I have a question. So you've become pretty good at the art of deception. I heard Bubba McDowell and I kind of snickering a little bit. Quick question for you. Is this the best team that you've had since you've been there?
I feel like this is the best team we've had. This is the team that I feel like we've raised as a staff. You know, my original staff, we've developed these guys. We hadn't brought in a whole lot of transfers. We hadn't hit the portal a lot. We kind of built it through the high school ranks, kind of like teams have done it in the past. And it's just a family. You know, we've gone through some ups and downs together, and guys, they all love each other. And so we feel like we're pretty good when we're together.
Game is?
September the 2nd.
What time?
7 p.m.
You want people to buy tickets?
Yeah, we need people to buy all the tickets, not just some of the tickets. Well, I'm out.
Very good. Clarence McKinney, everyone. That just about wraps it up. Remember that Anton Golf is new. You guys take it easy on the media. If you need any help, sir, see the man on the very end. He'll help you out. He'll help you through the ropes. You got Bubba sitting there, but Bubba, you know, we're going to be bugging Bubba for the next 20 minutes anyway. So no, you know, you'll need some help from the man who can hit forward. Don't play him in basketball, okay? Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't hurt yourself like that. There you go. There you go. There you go. All right, guys. If we don't have anything else, Mr. Jemison, we good? Ms. P, we good? Wednesday.
Can they hold up
The
helmets?
trophy? You want the coaches to hold the trophy?
Or helmets or something?
Okay, you want to do it like you did last year? So last year, remember what you guys did with the trophy? You guys held the trophy together. So trophy, I guess, presentation, if you will, for the TV cameras. Anton, you and your opponents, AD, might want to hold the helmets. You want them to hold the helmets?
Whatever's easy.
Please.
One with them and then one with everybody, if you don't mind. Yeah, please.
No smiles on their faces whatsoever. They look red. When did you guys start getting ready for this game? Last year? Now the trophy? You guys want the trophy? Kevin, did you sneak in here?
Yes, sir.
Should we do a face-off?
It looked like it. I love it. ADs. Oh boy, here we go. Don't try to block a shot, Kevin.
helmets, trophy.
What do you want,
Helmets, great.
Anton said he worked out this morning. We're about to find out.
You ain't got to keep pulling it. Go ahead. I know it's yours.
Just want to make sure it's coming home.
All right, so it appears that the AD, are the ADs done? No. Gotta hold up that helmet. Anton, you good? Good. Just picking on you.
Just making sure.
You're the new guy. Look for Anton on Fox 26
Maybe
one of
they
these
class
mornings.
it.
We're gonna get him up early, like 5:55 or something. All right, guys, interviews, from what I understand, Ryan Magente, the one responsible for that, all those